So in this video, I'm going to explain the benefits of using an aged domain over an expired domain and why you would want to use an aged domain name if you're going to launch a new project. Now, expired domains can work reasonably well, but it's madness not to use an aged domain that hasn't dropped, that has traffic, and has an outrageously clean backlink profile. Why wouldn't you want that head start when starting a new project? So in this video, I'm going to explain the pros and the cons and everything else if you're looking to get started with an aged domain or are considering an expired domain name. Now, both can work very well for you, but just want to point you in the right direction in terms of making the right choice so that you get a head start and, hit the ground running with your campaign. So first off, I'm going to talk about expired domain names. Now, there are great benefits. There's always amazing expired domain names that drop. And you can obviously use tools like Spamzilla to see what's available or what's dropping in the next few days or weeks. And you can obviously filter this by DR and a whole bunch of other metrics to ensure that you're getting the best possible website. So there's one, a DR90, DR79 and so on. And we can see, if we scroll along to the end, whether these are available, what the price is, and stuff like that as well. So obviously if there's a date here, it shows you the date, price, or whether it's actually available to drop. But here we've got the amount of 301 redirects that have been used on this domain and its history, a kind of potential spam score. We've got a whole bunch of, how many times this domain name's dropped and so on. Now, obviously here, the amount of domain names dropped, or the amount of domain drops for that domain name is massive. So you've obviously got something here that's dropped 9 times. In the history of the domain name. Now, it's a DR78, it's got 500,000 backlinks, but it's dropped 15 times. Now, do you really think that this domain name carries the power that the DR score reflects? My opinion on that would be absolutely not. When the domain name drops, I do believe that some of that value also drops, regardless of what backlinks are pointing at that. I do not think you get the full power. That's just my opinion. Other people will argue the point. However, there's also a process when you're getting an expired domain name. Now, you need to check if it's been spammed to death. You also need to make sure that no one's got any trademarks against that domain name. You also want to make sure that that domain's had consistent traffic over a period of time and is clean and easy for you to use. Now, in a lot of cases, we all know that the domain names that are dropping are basically being thrown in the bin by people who have burnt these domain names in the past, which is why I think aged domains from a marketplace like ODYS is a great option for you. Now, why would that be? Of course, it's no secret that I promote ODYS and stuff like that. However, ODYS have premium age domain names, the perfect opportunity for you to get involved in digital marketing. You don't have to worry about trademarks, spam, whether some SEOs burnt the domain name to death, whether the backlinks are actually going to give you the full juice that you think you're going to get because it's a DR this or that. With a premium age domain name, now just let's say, I'm just going to click on pets just now. Now, you can go into the marketplace ODYS, which you can sign up in the link below. Now, there's a domain name here. Let's just pick something random. This one here, petsmao.com. So it's $1,200. It's quite a short domain name. It's brandable, and you can see that the ODYS explain the history of the domain name. They can explain the monetization angles, whether you could use this as an informational website, an affiliate website, lead gen website, or all of them. Now, they give you what authority links that domain name has, which is all there. You can see that in a nice graph there. The age of the domain name, it's been around since 2013. It's not dropped. You've got a domain name that's 8 years old. Now, of course, Google is going to trust something that's a bit older. Why wouldn't they? Now, this website is also getting traffic. Now, if you look at it over the last year or whatever, you can see that even up until now, this is getting unique visits all the time. So Google are going to keep that website in their index. It's getting traffic, blah, 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 blah. Now, ODYS basically put a landing page on there and make sure that any of the traffic and any of the links that were previously pointing at that domain name are all active. Again, with an expired domain name, that could all be dead, and that's where the metrics start to slip. Now, you can also go and get market insights on here, giving you, what the kind of reach is. GoDaddy appraisal, that's what they value it at. SEO metrics, it's giving you 8 years old, majestic trust flow and citation flow, Ahrefs DR, Moz, unique referring domain names, and whether this domain is actually indexed by Google. Now, being indexed by Google is a big thing. Now, when you get an expired domain name, a lot of people will say it works, some people will say it doesn't. People struggle to get these domain names back in the index, potentially because of a number of reasons. But when you buy a premium age domain name, you are getting a domain that is also indexed. So you can hit the ground running a hell of a lot quicker with a premium age domain name than you can with an expired domain name. Now, expired domain names are great for PBNs, 301 redirects, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And there's a strategy that goes behind that. But if you want to invest in a new project and you're trying to get out of client work or whatever it might be, trying to get involved in the affiliate space, then a premium age domain name is a much better investment for you, because you're using that backlink profile that has a lot of juice. There's guys out there who are literally just throwing up content on these websites and utilizing the existing backlink profile. They're not even doing any crazy backlink strategy and they're making money. So you can also take full advantage of a premium age domain name from ODYS, and you can do that by signing up below. And hopefully that gives you enough insight as to why you should use an age domain name rather than an expired domain name if you're launching an affiliate project. Of course, there's still room for expired domains, and expired domains is still a strategy that I still use to this day, but it's got its own place in the industry. So if you want to make money quickly and hit the ground running, as I say, premium age domain names is what you want to be doing.